Hello everyone, welcome to Manga University.
Brought to you by the Tao of Otaku.
I'm Ziki,
And I'm Bill.
and this is the podcast for manga and comic book creators and fans alike that want to dive deeper into the art of creating great stories using sequential art.
Ziki and I are comic creators trying to perfect our craft, and we'd like to bring you guys along with us.
So, I'm working on my first graphic novel. It's a dark fantasy called Iku, set in ancient West Africa. If you've ever read the likes of Berserk or watched Ninja Scroll, I've drawn a lot of inspiration from these kinds of stories. And I'm really excited. It's coming out this December. I've teamed up with the British Arts Council, who are going to fund the production and distribution of the graphic novel. So I'm really grateful to be part of the Working Writers Club, and I guess I'm just working towards making my membership in this club permanent.
I joined the Working Writers Club circa last year. I don't know if that's the proper use of circa, but we're going to roll with it.
Hey, you're right there. Now that you're in the club, you need to be careful about your use
No,
of
because creative freedom, man. Yeah, I started writing Raisin Man last year. Although there's a lot of projects that haven't seen the light of day that happened way back when. And I've just been perfecting it going forward. I'm in volume 2 now of the book, and it's actually quite popular, appearing on screens on Al Jazeera and international news. So I'm quite proud of that.
So even though Bill and I are both working writers, neither of us are claiming to be experts. Far from it. Honestly, we think of ourselves as students that are just trying to get better every day. And the point of this podcast is to bring you guys along with us.
You know, I think there's a story right here, and I think I might just have an idea.
Yes, if you're listening to this podcast, chances are you developed a few ideas of your own. I mean, you've probably read quite a few comics, quite a few mangas, and it's hard not to think, oh, what would it be like if Superman landed there instead? Or maybe you even have your own original idea. It's hard not to come up with your own ideas when you expose yourself to so many fantastic stories. And so the point of today's episode is to explore what to do when you have an idea. So, Bill, why don't you talk us through your process? You know, Razor Man is an ongoing comic book series, and how did you get from the idea phase to a consistent series? And maybe compare that to some of your other ideas that never saw the light of day. Because let's be honest, for many of us, our ideas are just relegated to the depths of our imagination.
It's actually a really, really long story, but because we have 20 minutes, I'm going to give you if you press I on your TV remote to get information, pretty much I started writing Raisin Man at the start of last year, and it was an amalgamation of a lot of ideas that were sleeping. And because I was pressed for time, literally the guys at the comic book convention told me that I had a week to make a comic book. I had to just lump all my best ideas together. But it's not always that simple as just, buff guy, powers, he does good. There's
Well,
actually
one
a
would
lot
hope
of
so, but
I mean, you should see what's out there.